Welcome back to consecutive day 1036 of a diary of a Runpreneur. And today I want to talk to you about different people, different journeys. So please remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1036 of a diary of a Runpreneur, and it's day 2 of the weekend stag do over in Kent, and yeah, I'm pretty much struggling now. It's and to be fair, it has been a relatively reserved stag do. The stag hasn't been punished in any way, shape or form like I was on my stag do or every other stag was on their stag do. So it's been pretty reserved. It has been boozy, but boozy on a long, kind of slow, controlled manner, which is good. And it's been a good couple of days. I mean, yesterday we played. We had a schedule of events which involved mini golf, laser tag, and what was the last one? Mini golf, laser tag, and an escape room. And it's really good because during such events, you know, of the group, half of them I know really well, the other half I know slightly well or I've never met before. So basically half the people are, you know, I might have known at school but haven't seen them for 20-30 years type of thing. So, and that leads me on to the topic of today's conversation: different people, different journeys. And it's really interesting. One thing I do enjoy when you have a few drinks is the conversation loosens up quite considerably. And the beauty of that is people talk openly and honestly and fluidly. And you learn a lot about people, what their journeys are, what they've been through, what they're going through, what they want to do, what they've done, all these types of things, which inevitably when you meet a group of people you don't know too well are quite interesting. And you kind of have gratitude and appreciation for what you have, but you also kind of, there's always an element of empathy and trying to understand why people are like they are and why they do what they do. And the conclusion is that all the emotions kind of get involved as well, because it's always alpha type male scenario. Somebody's doing better than somebody else. Yes, some of them, some people will be pleased, but there will be others that will be standoffish and will be less impressed with what that individual has achieved. And it's funny because that's just human nature, that's competitiveness and all that side of things. But the one thing that did inspire me is different people's journeys, and some of them wanting to better themselves and wanting to move and grow. Some of them are completely content with where they were, or would have you believe they were completely content where they were. And that's quite interesting, because I always say a definition of success to me is happiness. If you have the life that you desire, and there is kind of pie in the sky and there's more realistic, you know, I could say I want to buy, you know, a country. That it's possible but highly unlikely, you know, it's pie in the sky. But then you have realistic, I want to go on 6 holidays a year, have, you know, X amount of money put away for my kids' legacies or future, all this type of stuff, which is achievable. I want to learn to play a song on the guitar, you know, so goals and ambitions. And the definition to me is that have people reached that goal, and are they really happy? And happiness isn't a destination, it's a journey, because for me, happiness will never be achieving something. It will be the journey of achieving much, much more on a continual basis, in line with what I believe. And some people would make you believe them to be happy, but deep down you know that they're not really that happy, but they're just not prepared to do what it takes to make themselves uncomfortable. You know, be comfortable with becoming uncomfortable is what another topic that we talk about quite a lot, to make those changes and differences to better their position. Some people are too risk averse to do that, and that's completely understandable. But if that's the person who's moaning, then something needs to change. Otherwise, they'll continue in that kind of rat race or cycle of of unsatisfaction, if that makes sense. But on the flip side, there were people, I'm not saying there was anybody here there who did that, but it's just my analysis on different ends of the spectrum. And I mean, it's a really nice group of guys, and I've had a thoroughly enjoyable time. The running has probably been the hardest part for me, because I am genuinely not feeling it again this morning, but I'm out doing it. And as if today's the last day, so there'll be no drink today because we're travelling back. We've got Top Golf on the way home, so there'll be a bit more competitiveness and a bit more fun to kind of finish the weekend. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I'm struggling this morning. But the moral to today's story is that, yeah, understand the definition of happiness and success. It's not a destination, it is the journey. It's a journey of driving yourself forward in whichever areas of life meet your values the highest. And that's ultimately what happiness and success is to me and to a lot of others. But some people understand that, realise that, and are prepared to take the chance because they know that time is finite. They only have a certain amount of it, so let's make the most of it to get where we want to be. Others, too risk averse, aren't prepared to make the changes, but then they can often moan about why they haven't made the changes. And I find that quite difficult sometimes to kind of accept. But if we were all the same, it would be very boring. So anyway, that's it for me today. Questions or comments, drop me a line, I'll respond to everyone. Do remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. All the information about the challenge and how you can get involved in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you tomorrow.